Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Lindsay and this is Life with Lindsay. Today we have a post review. If you do not know what a post review is, that is when I share all of my thoughts and opinions, the good, bad, the ugly, with you guys on a canvas that I have recently completed. Before we get super into this, I do want to say this was sent to me as a gift. So thank you so much, Knox, for sending this to me. This is Knox's artwork, and I'm very, very excited I was able to share this with you guys. It was not sent to me under the expectation that I would complete it or do a post review. So please do keep in mind that all of my thoughts and opinions stated here are my own, and they are the things that are important to me. Which keep in mind, what might be important to me might not be important to you, and vice versa. And any reflection of the quality or the experience is not a reflection of the artwork. They're two separate things. So, before I get super into this, hi, if you're new here, my name is Lindsay. I would love for you to like, subscribe, hit the bell, hop aboard the Hot Mess Express. Let's be friends. If you've been here before, hi, welcome. My tiny human is very much awake, so you'll probably hear her babbling. I turned her down a little bit, but, you know, life. So, before I get into all of my thoughts and opinions, let me tell you what this is. This is Exploring the City. As I mentioned, the artist is Knox River. And I will link all of Knox's information down below, as well as anything else that I discuss in this video. This is one of Knox's pieces. I love, love, love this image. There is not enough disability representation at all. Let's see if I can zoom you guys out a little bit. I'll probably lose my flash. Turn flash off. There we go. Look at this. This is from the one with the diamond art. This is a 50 by 60 round drill with ABs. You have the option for square ABs, round ABs, like with or without when I say that, and then multiple sizes are available. These are computer generated images, which is apparent if you look at the actual rendering, but I'll get more into that in a moment here. This had 45 colors. It had 3 ABs. It had 4 ABs listed. I did reach out to the company. I needed a copy of the legend. I'll go over that in a moment here with you guys. But I did ask them in the moment. I noticed that 820 was listed as an AB, and it was a regular drill, and they told me they must have just been out of the ABs when they sent my kit, and that's why. I completed this over the span of 11 days in 34 hours and 12 minutes. Please keep in mind, when I tell you guys how long it takes me to do something or how many days it takes me to do something, it's not a race. It's not a competition. It's not a challenge of can I go faster the next time, or are you as fast as me, or are you slower than me, or whatever it may be. It's just simply I keep track of these things for my own purposes, and I do like to share that in case it's beneficial or helpful to anyone else. Sometimes I get asked how long it takes me. Another thing is, please note that I said that I did that over the span of 11 days. There are some people who could do that in sitting for, 3 days. I work on average about 3.5 hours a day. Anyway, let's get into this. So, as you can see, let me put a picture right here of the original artwork for you guys so you can see the difference. You have your, everything is like neon lights. And you will notice that I have washi along the edge. I typically, if you guys have been around long enough, you probably don't ever see me use washi on my actual canvas. The sticky on this went way beyond on all 4 borders to the point that I actually had to put washi down on the bottom and the top. I wanted to put it along the sides, but then it was going to cover my legend. And it was an awkward angle for me to do it, so it's just on the top and the bottom. Anyway, but you can see you've got your girl in her wheelchair. I shouldn't assume that it's a woman, but that's what I'm going to go with. One of my favorite things of this whole diamond painting is right here. It looks like the little starbursts of light coming out between like the arms and like from the building. I think that was really well done. You can see tons of neon lights and buildings. And the reflection of everything onto the hair and the body is in the different shades of red and pink. There was a lot of pink in this. I was kind of surprised how much pink was in it. And one of the most difficult drills that I had was pink. And I will go over that with you guys in depth here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. So as I mentioned, there was a ton of extra sticky. So I'm going to show you guys. This is my legend. I attempted to make a sticker through my Xyron. And I ran out of adhesive like halfway through. So I just kept it out on my desk. Here's where my issue is. Focus. No? You don't want to focus, phone? Okay. You see how the symbols don't line up with the squares that they're in? Meaning, once I got down to some of these other letters and symbols and things like that, I would have cut right through them if I had made them into stickers. You can see here, the ones with the R are ABs, except for this last one here was labeled as an AB. It was not actually an AB. So I just kept this, like I taped it down to my desk so I could use this as a reference guide. I initially took a picture of the legend, which you can see was printed like over the seared and scalloped edges. And I actually had somebody else make me a sticker because it was easier than me ordering tape. But because of that, I didn't want to cover the legends with tape on the side. I did email them and they sent me a copy, a black and white copy of the legend so that I could utilize that. But by the time they responded with it, I had already started kitting up. So, let me show you guys my drills. I hope that you guys are all doing well. This is my first kit with the one with the diamond dart. So you can see here, this is labeled an AB, but it is just a regular drill. Now on their website, under like their FAQs, they mention these drills as being resin. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not. So if somebody has the answer, please feel free to let me know down below. They were not my favorite drills. These were the kind of drills that I feel like you get in a lot of budget company kits, which is not to say they're not good drills, but I've definitely had better. So you can see this was my main color. I had a ton of this left over. There was not a single color that I was worried about running out of, so that was fantastic. Here are my ABs. You have a purple, a dark green, and then a yellow, dark orange, and a lighter orange. This purple is really beautiful. Now, I will say, it is apparent that this was a computer-generated rendering. Totally okay. We don't all need everything to be hand-charted. However, to me, it felt like the ABs were just random. Don't think that they really added anything to the overall image. I actually added some ABs in here. I was going to add some glow-in-the-dark drills, but I only had squares, and I didn't want to order round glow-in-the-darks for just a handful of drills in here. I replaced this, which was 727, in the lights here with a 743 AB. But it didn't actually change the overall effect at all, and I was like, I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to take it out. But the other ABs, like, I'm not sure that I could tell you off the top of my head where they all were. They were just kind of scattered throughout. So take that as you will. I had a couple issues with symbols. And again, keep in mind, these symbols are going to be super blurry because I am showing them to you with stickers that were made after taking a photograph of the legend. If I have any photographs, I will insert them as I'm talking about them. This is G and C. You can see they are both the same color on the canvas. This is purple. This is pink. So why is this not focusing? There we go. So placing them, if I wasn't paying attention, I was placing the wrong color. That was one. H and K. I will say numbers 1 through 8 are also symbols 1 through 8. There was no B. 8 and B, not in the same kit, is fantastic. The H and the K, they were the same color on the symbol. They were very, very hard to decipher as well. 7 and R. I call this R. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. These two, again, the same color on the canvas. It wasn't that confusing working on it right side up, but as soon as I flipped my canvas, I had to just focus a little bit more and decide, was that the 7 or was that the R? But this one here drove me nuts. And I feel like they should be totally different, because if you look at the symbol here, the background of it is a pale yellow, tan, pink. Jeez. Oh my God. The background of this is not blue, which is what the color of this is in here. So these two symbols were next to each other. They were intertwined. I was like, come on now. please, diamond painting companies, please just look at your symbols before you approve a rendering. Just like, it's one thing to have them near each other, but like, don't have symbols that look the same, please. And they're not the only company that does that. Another one that I had an issue with, this one here. This is 3837. It is a purple. I will insert a photo here. There are 2 different shades of purple in here, and I did not mix them up. I noticed that like right from the start, and I was like, that's a little weird. It wasn't super noticeable on the canvas, but when I was pulling them out of my drill tray, I was like, I'm not sure which one's which, or which one was supposed to be the right one. 3844. That's this one here. It's beautiful color. It matches my nails. Blue is my favorite color. This one here had a lot of extra resin like pooling around it, and I will show you guys my trash here in a minute. But my biggest culprit, you guys, this. I don't know what it is, but I know they say you usually have the most issues with a dark color because they're most mass produced. I have had experiences, multiple experiences, where I have issues with pinks and grays. This one here, it had so many mini drills. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean drills that are smaller than average. Some of them are like way tiny, and others are just a little bit small. But this color was a nightmare for me for that. And I am not somebody who picks out the drills as I lay them into my tray. I take them out. If I see it or it's in my way, I'll take it out. Or if I place it on my canvas and it's in the way, I'll take it off. But let me show you guys the trash for this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And you will notice that the majority of everything here is pink. All right. So you can see when I say like mini drills, tons of these little ones. But then you have others that are almost the size of a regular drill. Here's the ones with the extra pooling. I don't know if you can capture that with the light. I mean, in general, I don't think this is an excessive amount of trash by any means, but I also find it interesting that I had one specific color that was just pink, just everywhere of these mini drills. The other thing that I want to say, and this is something that doesn't typically bother me. I know it bothers a lot of other people. The drills, this canvas has training wheels or guide circles, whatever you want to call them. If you don't know what that is when you have the circle on your around your symbol so you know where to place your drill. Move this out of the way so I can show you guys. This canvas has them. Most of the drills are smaller than the guide circle. So while it may not be noticeable, I'm trying to see if I can find an area that it's obvious in the camera, which is going to probably make me look pretty silly, huh? I mean, you can see the shine. Wow. Can you guys see that? It looks almost like it's dirty around the bottom of these drills, because those are all guide circles or training wheels or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, under all of those white ones in particular, you can see it just looks like a little dirty underneath. You can see some of these, like that green one is obvious. Some of them are, it's much more obvious in person than it is in camera. Here you go. That wave of purple. They just don't fit in the circle fully. And I don't mind it as a general statement, but I did feel like it was more noticeable on this canvas than many others that I've worked on. Now, I will say, I do love how the image came out. If you're looking for something super crisp and clear, obviously you would need to go a little bit bigger. But I think for the size, it came out nicely for what it is. I love the artwork. I love that Knox has brought both visible and invisible disabilities to the forefront. I almost just knocked all my drills over behind me. And so for that, I really thank them. If you guys don't know anything about Knox, Knox is a non-binary artist who uses a combination of AI art and digital art. and you guys can make your own decisions on that there. But I wanted to support a friend, and I wanted to showcase something that is sorely missing in terms of diversity in the diamond painting community. I could not tell you, outside of their artwork, I could not tell you a single diamond painting where I have seen somebody in a wheelchair. And they have multiple images. Zoom you guys back out a little bit more again. I mean, just look at that. You definitely can see it's somebody in a city just cruising around under all of the neon lights. It's beautiful. I do wish there was some more definition in the way this was rendered. You can see there's tons of shine. I don't have my flash on now, so this is just from the ring light above. But I do wish there was a little bit more detail, especially in things like this. Now, this in the original, it's not real letters, but it's definitely more defined. One thing I will say is there's not like any black outlines in terms of the buildings, the body, things like that. So some people love 310 outlines, some people hate it. I just thought it was really cool, and I'm really, really proud of Knox for having the artwork available in so many places. If you'd like to see the unboxing for this one, I'll make sure to link that up in the eye for you. I will also leave somewhere in this video or in the description box or both. Knox has done a video on their own channel that showcases all of the paintings that they had at that point and where they are available. Since then, they have signed many more pieces. We got a couple shops that you can buy their artwork at. I'm really, really excited for them, and I'm really, really thankful that they sent this to me. So, again, huge thank you to Knox for sending this to me. I did complete this for Knox's event, the hashtag Punked Out Diamonds 23. I participated last year. If there was one the year before, I also participated. I can't remember. Everything's just like blending together. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Have you picked up any canvases from the one with the diamond art? If you have not, let me just tell you one thing in case you were unaware. Besides the option of multiple sizes and shapes and ABs, no ABs, things like that, you also have, these are much more on the affordable side. They do legally license all their artwork. It is poured glue, as I mentioned. So that is something that if you are looking to get more licensed artwork at a more affordable rate, that is something that it's worth looking into. If you have done one before, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Almost just knocked my drills over again. I'm going to move them now so that I don't do it again. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys. If you made it this far, leave me some love in the comments. Let's just leave different heart emojis, right? Okay, there we go. If you like this video and you'd like to see more videos like this, or, you know, nothing like this at all, please make sure to give this video 2 thumbs up. One real life, one virtual. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Come, join the Sparkle Squad. And while you're there, hit that notification bell. I do not operate on any sort of schedule. I operate on toddler standard time, and I've recorded my tiny human is sleeping, or like tonight, sleeping. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys!